Breaking news today that could change the way Iraqi dinar and Vietnamese dong holders think about their investments. Reports are circulating like wildfire claiming that Tier 4B payments may have begun. Could this be the moment millions of investors have been waiting for? Are accounts really seeing real money hit them, or is it just another wave of speculation? Today we are diving deep into these latest claims, exploring every detail you need to know. From what Tier 4B actually means to examining evidence behind these reports, this video will separate fact from fiction. If you've been holding Iraqi dinar or Vietnamese dong for years, what we discuss today could be critical for your next financial decisions. Stay with us till the end, because some of these revelations might completely change your understanding of currency revaluations. To start, let's break down what Tier 4B represents in the currency exchange world. Tier 4B refers to individual retail investors like you and me who hold foreign currencies such as the Iraqi dinar and Vietnamese dong. Unlike banks, hedge funds, or institutional investors, this group comes last in the so-called tier system. The idea behind tiers is that when a currency revaluation occurs, certain groups have priority access for exchanging or cashing in their holdings. Institutional investors and sovereign funds usually move first, followed by smaller traders, with Tier 4B individuals supposedly being the last group. While this tiered approach has been widely discussed online for decades, it is not officially recognized by governments or banks, which makes it more of a speculative framework used by investors trying to anticipate payouts. Understanding Tier 4B is key because it helps explain why excitement spreads rapidly among smaller investors. Now, let's examine the recent reports causing so much buzz online. Across multiple social media platforms and forums, people claim that Tier 4B payments have begun. Some investors are sharing screenshots of what they say are bank account deposits, reflecting currency exchanges at higher rates. Others claim they were contacted by banks or wealth managers offering private appointments for exchanging currencies. Stories like these are fueling hope among investors who have held Iraqi dinar or Vietnamese dong for years, waiting for a massive revaluation. However, these reports are scattered and often lack verifiable proof. While some posts appear convincing at first glance, the lack of official confirmation raises serious doubts. It's important to understand that excitement and hope can often amplify stories before there is real evidence. It is crucial to understand why skepticism is necessary here. The Iraqi dinar, for instance, has been subject to speculation for over 20 years. Many investors purchase large amounts expecting sudden wealth from a massive revaluation. Similarly, the Vietnamese dong has attracted hopeful investors anticipating dramatic gains. Over the years, numerous claims of upcoming payouts have surfaced, yet few, if any, have been substantiated. The reality is that currency movements are largely controlled by central banks and national governments, and sudden, unannounced revaluations are extremely rare. Believing every report without verification can lead to disappointment or even financial loss. Knowing this background helps investors approach the current Tier 4B payment claims with a more analytical perspective. Let's look at the Iraqi dinar specifically. Despite the excitement online, the official exchange rate of the dinar against the US dollar has remained largely stable. Iraq's central bank continues to enforce strict controls over currency conversion, ensuring the market does not experience sudden shocks. Economic challenges, such as political instability, infrastructure issues, and regional tensions remain unresolved, affecting the likelihood of any immediate massive revaluation. While occasional speculation about special payout programs or private exchanges may circulate online, there is no confirmed evidence that these programs are officially sanctioned by Iraq's central bank or any government authority. The dinar market, like most currency markets, reacts slowly to economic fundamentals, not social media posts. Turning to the Vietnamese dong, the situation is somewhat similar. Vietnam's economy has been growing steadily over the years, showing improvement in manufacturing exports and foreign investment. However, the government carefully manages the dong's value to maintain economic stability and promote trade. A sudden massive revaluation would disrupt export competitiveness, and could cause serious economic consequences. Reports of private appointments or calls from banks claiming Tier 4B payouts may sound appealing, but they are not officially documented. It's critical for investors to differentiate between hopeful rumors and verifiable financial actions. Following official channels, such as central bank announcements, is always a safer approach than relying on social media buzz. Now let's dissect the payment reports more closely. Some claims suggest that certain banks are quietly processing exchanges at higher rates. Investors mention receiving personal calls from wealth managers inviting them to private appointments. While these reports generate excitement, there are serious concerns. Most of the posts lack clear documentation or verifiable proof. Often, the amounts cited in these stories seem unusually large, which is a red flag. Banks are required to follow strict reporting rules for significant transactions, especially involving foreign currency. Any legitimate Tier 4B payout would be closely monitored and documented by regulators. Therefore, the absence of official verification makes these claims questionable at best. We should also consider the psychology behind these reports. Currency speculation attracts people who are eager for positive news, which creates fertile ground for rumor propagation. Social media amplifies excitement, allowing unverified claims to spread rapidly. Many investors, desperate for confirmation of potential windfalls, share posts without confirming their accuracy. This cycle generates a kind of collective hope that can distort reality. The danger is that individuals may make financial decisions based solely on these rumors, ignoring risks. It's natural to want to believe in a sudden payoff, but understanding the human tendency toward hopeful thinking helps investors remain cautious. As investors evaluate claims, there are critical questions to ask. Can the person provide official bank documentation of the payout? Are they willing to show proof of the transaction with verifiable bank records? Is there a clear explanation of the exchange process? Can their story be independently confirmed by credible sources? Legitimate reports would generally answer all these questions without hesitation. When you encounter claims online, demanding transparency and verification is essential. Without this, it's safer to treat reports as speculation rather than confirmed financial developments. In a market where misinformation spreads quickly, diligence and verification become the best tools for protecting your investment. Financial experts consistently warn about the risks associated with currency speculation. Investments in currencies like the Iraqi Dinar and Vietnamese Dong carry extreme uncertainty. No individual or organization can predict with certainty when or if a revaluation will occur. Many investors have waited at dramatic gains that never materialized, resulting in substantial financial losses. Therefore, it's critical to only invest money you can afford to lose completely. Diversification is essential. Putting all your funds into a speculative currency is far riskier than maintaining a balanced portfolio that includes more stable investments. Understanding these principles helps investors approach Tier 4B reports with caution and clarity. Let's explore how currency revaluations actually work in practice. Countries typically implement gradual changes in exchange rates to prevent economic shock. Sudden, massive overnight revaluations are extremely rare and usually indicate severe economic or political instability. Central banks and governments make public announcements well in advance of major currency adjustments. International markets react immediately to such news, making secrecy virtually impossible. Understanding this process helps investors distinguish between realistic scenarios and overly optimistic speculation. Massive Tier 4B payouts without official confirmation do not align with how global financial systems operate, highlighting the importance of caution. So, what steps should currency holders take now? First, maintain accurate records of all your dinar or dong purchases. Keep track of quantities, purchase dates, and current holdings. Staying organized ensures you have proof if a legitimate revaluation occurs. Second, monitor official channels, including central bank announcements, government communications, and reputable financial news outlets. Avoid relying solely on social media posts or forum discussions, which often contain unverified information. Third, consider consulting a licensed financial advisor to evaluate your holdings and develop a plan that fits your long-term financial goals. These actions provide protection against misinformation and unnecessary financial risk. Another critical aspect is understanding misconceptions about these currencies. Neither the Iraqi dinar nor the Vietnamese dong is artificially suppressed for speculative benefit. There is no hidden global currency reset in progress. Banks are not withholding information about an imminent revaluation, and the supposed tier system is not officially recognized. Awareness of these realities helps investors make decisions based on facts rather than fear or hope. Separating truth from myth prevents impulsive actions that could have negative financial consequences. This clarity is especially important when reports about Tier 4B payouts appear online. When encountering any payment report, approach it with a healthy dose of skepticism. Ask for evidence, verify claims independently, and avoid sending money to anyone promising special exchanges. Suspicious activity should be reported to proper authorities, as fraudulent schemes are common in speculative currency markets. Remaining grounded in reality protects your investments and prevents emotional decisions driven by unverified claims. The online chatter about Tier 4B payments can be exciting, but the responsible approach is to analyze it carefully and maintain realistic expectations. It is also important to acknowledge that currencies do fluctuate over time due to economic conditions. While the Iraqi dinar and Vietnamese dong may experience gradual changes in value, sudden, guaranteed massive increases are highly unlikely. Investors should focus on realistic trends based on economic fundamentals rather than speculative rumors. Understanding the difference between realistic expectations and wishful thinking can save years of financial disappointment. Patience, research, and caution are essential qualities for anyone holding speculative currencies. For those already holding these currencies, it is crucial to remain patient. Avoid letting excitement about unverified Tier 4B reports lead to hasty financial decisions. Assess opportunity costs. Keeping significant funds tied up in speculative investments may prevent you from using them for other growth opportunities. By staying informed, organized, and cautious, investors can ensure their financial decisions are based on evidence and strategy rather than rumor. Patience and discipline are powerful tools in speculative markets, protecting your portfolio against impulsive risks. Evaluating any currency investment requires careful attention to official information. Verify claims through multiple independent sources. Understand all associated risk before making new investments. Never invest more than you can afford to lose, and maintain a diversified portfolio. These principles are critical when navigating the often unpredictable world of speculative currencies. Relying on official, verified information is always the safest path to avoid potential scams or misinformation. So are the Tier 4B payment reports real? Based on the available evidence, most appear to be unverified claims rather than confirmed facts. While hope and excitement drive online speculation, it is vital to remain grounded. Separating fact from fiction protects investors from financial loss. Keeping expectations realistic and focusing on verifiable information will help you navigate the currency market more safely. Social media buzz should never replace official confirmation or informed decision-making. In conclusion, if you hold Iraqi dinar or Vietnamese dong, continue to monitor official channels, keep detailed records, and avoid being swayed by unverified reports. Currency speculation carries inherent risk, and making decisions based solely on rumor can be costly. Stay informed, remain cautious, and consult financial experts when needed. By approaching Tier 4B payment claims with skepticism and awareness, you can make decisions that protect your investments. Remember, realistic expectations, patience, and verified information are your strongest tools in the speculative currency market. Thank you for watching Iraqi Dinar News, and stay tuned for the latest updates.